heard the noise, and I came back quickly.
What?
What's that?
Water.
I'll hurry back with water.
Nepka was a high priest in the cult of Osiris, the Egyptian god of the netherworld. According to legend, Osiris entrusted him with the secret of eternal life.
Strange-looking man. Unlike others of his time.
In actual fact, he was reputed to be a rather stunning specimen. Although he was undoubtedly strange.
Yes?
He played chess with the dead.
Ah. He must have won his games. These drawings are amazing. This cult must have been very advanced in the process of embalming. May I open it? I have read so much about mummification, but I have never...
Then you know that exposing the mummy to oxygen in these conditions could reduce it to dust.
Miss Locke has been enlightening me on the beauties of Egyptian culture. I'm sure. Herself happening to be one of them.
Only distantly. From my mother's side of the family.
Ah.
Lunches, sir.
I could do with a bite.
Shall we?
I'll miss lunch.
No?
To study these drawings a little bit longer, if that's all right.
Now remember.
Yes. Yes, of course, Professor.
Do you have any idea how delicate our situation is in Egypt?
Yes.
Said Pasha is in the process of digging
A canal at Suez.
Yes, well, you'll know that a great deal depends on our ties with Said Pasha. Ties that your cousin seems determined to sever.
Phileas? What now?
In America, there's currently a vogue in Egyptian antiquities, especially stolen ones.
I don't quite follow.
One of which, the mummified remains of Nepka, an ancient Egyptian priest, is, as we speak, en route to New York aboard the flying ship Aurora.
For what purpose?
To be presented to the academic community of America as the latest and most startling find of Professor Alexander Douglas, friend of your cousin's, who's thought by some to be largely responsible for relieving Egypt of its most treasured antiquities. Said Pasha considers it to be an act of grand theft and is fully prepared to...
I see.
Exactly.
Couldn't we simply offer Said Pasha something he might want in return?
Yes, I suppose we could. Were it not for the fact that Nepka is one of his own ancestors.
Dear.
Quite.
Isn't one traditionally cursed for removing a mummy from its tomb?
That depends on by whom and for what purpose.
Phileas.
Mr. Fogg, I can't tell you how indebted to you I am for your...
Devotion. Yes. I am utterly devoted to my dear teacher.
Always the charmer.
Well, charm is, after all, a natural substitute for intelligence. In most circles that I frequent.
Without which neither you nor your brother would have gone to Cambridge.
In any case, I am very grateful to you. You never have managed to transport Nepka in time. When Professor Douglas told me he knew the infamous Phileas Fogg.
It is I who am indebted to you for such delightful company.
Dessert, master?
Last bit to go. Passepartout, surely you're not afraid of tiny little spider?
No, master. Of course not.
I'm dreadfully sorry.
Don't be. Well, if you gentlemen will excuse me.
Is the air dry?
When I was in Africa.
Not this air. Does Passepartout dishumidificator work?
Seems to. Here you go. I'm sorry. Passepartout.
All right.
What does that look like to you?
Spider?
I can just picture you in a rugby uniform.
Thank you. Believe it or not, Douglas has always been my fiercest opponent on the field, and is determined to remain so.
Men do seem to overestimate their abilities.
Quite. I'm afraid you've presented me with a bit of a dilemma.
How so?
Well, on the one hand, you're here as the guest of...
With whom my relationship is strictly platonic.
On the other hand, he did nearly get me expelled from Eden.
Was there something, Professor?
I thought we'd prepare our speeches.
Later.
Perhaps you should...
Should.
Well, I simply meant...
I answer to no man.
Well, I hope we're still welcome at the British Embassy.